Hi, I would like to share with you three problems with reporting qualitative results that I come across very often nowadays. Number one, not treating participants as persons. They are just numbers. P1, P2, P3 said this. Now, remember, why do we want to conduct a study that involves qualitative data? It is very likely that we have interpretivism as our research paradigm. And that means we are interested in the people, their life stories, what comes before today that influences the meanings that they get from their experiences. So when we interview them, we want to know why they are saying certain things or feeling certain things. Therefore, it is very important for us to bring these characteristics of the participants into the results. P1 said this, and P1 is a teacher who is near retirement, having taught English in an urban school for the past 30 years of her life. Things like that is important because it helps to explain why she said certain things, why she makes certain comments about the students, and why she has certain kind of activities. That's very important. Participants are persons, not numbers, in qualitative research. Number two, not knowing something very important. Not knowing which excerpts to use for illustration. Follow a standard rule. Always pick two. No, there is no such thing. That means you don't have that mindset of a qualitative researcher. A qualitative researcher cannot follow rules like that because we need to look at that phenomenon. Is it multifaceted? If it is, then we need more excerpts to illustrate what different participants say about it. We are actually talking about themes and sub-themes. Certain themes have no sub-themes because it's very simple. Everybody says the same thing. So I think one excerpt is fine. And on the contrary, some themes are complicated. Maybe it has five different subcomponents or five sub-themes. And therefore, we need five excerpts at least to illustrate the different aspects of it. So you see now why you cannot follow a standard rule of including two excerpts. It depends on that phenomenon. It depends on what we see when we analyze the data. That's why a qualitative researcher needs to be very in touch with the data, reading through the transcripts many times until we get a sense of the data. Then we know what the participant is experiencing and trying to tell us in the interview. And our job as the researcher is to convey it through our writing and the reporting. Finally, number three, not explaining the excerpts. Some researchers just put one excerpt, or some of them put three or four excerpts together, five or six excerpts, and say, bye-bye, you figure out what I want to tell you. I'm not sure what I want to tell you, but you can figure out for yourself. That's not exactly what research reporting is about. A researcher must know why we want to include a particular excerpt. So the thing is, we must know it first. This is the theme, and I need to illustrate it. So I tell you first, then I put the excerpt and I highlight keywords that are important. Then I have a commentary, quite a full-fledged commentary on why this particular point is as such. And we will bring in the context. Remember my first point? The context, who the participants are, what their experiences are, and the background which may affect why they say certain things, what they do, and how they feel about it. So it's very important that we know why we are doing qualitative research in the first place, why we want to interview people, because we want to know their realities and to share it. So I hope after you pick up my 3 points, you can improve your qualitative research reporting, and it will be a more interesting piece and really produce a rich data. Thank you.